Okay, so I am gonna record this video. I'm so excited I didn't even like bother showering and getting ready. So I just found out this product came out. I've been waiting for it to come out for years. I've been thinking that they just they weren't gonna launch it. But my friend told me that it was at Whole Foods the other day, and I'm super, super excited. And the product is this. This is Just Egg by, I think it's called Hampton Creek. Hampton Creek? I actually can't find the brand anymore. I think it's Hampton Creek. My cats are everywhere. So, a little backstory on me. So when I was a kid, I grew up in an Italian family in Alaska, and so we had a lot of pasta, a lot of salad, a lot of fish. My dad was a commercial fisherman, and we hunted, and we had a lot of venison, a lot of moose meat, bear meat. We grew up on all these basically organic meats because we literally hunted for them. But I think it's a funny thing in Alaska. That's very common in Alaska for people to have all this plentiful freezer full of game meat and all that stuff, and it's very, in my opinion, very healthy because it's non-GMO, it's not processed, it's organic, it's humanely raised and humanely killed. But what's funny is I think the people in Alaska, they have all that, but they have this subside that is very white trash, like a lot of canned food, a lot of boxed dinners like Hamburger Helper, but with moose meat. So there's just a weird dichotomy. So we were really well-fed kids, and I was kind of a fat kid. And when I was in high school, I decided I was not going to eat meat anymore. I was going to be a vegetarian, and in turn, that made me a lot healthier because I would only really eat meat like in like Hot Pockets, pizza, like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't sit down and eat a steak or anything like that. So it cut out a lot of the bad eating food, and I lost a lot of weight and became, the weight that I am now. And then fast forward to when I turned 23, so I was vegetarian for about 10 years. And when I turned 23 years old, I started having problems with what I was eating, and I noticed that I thought it was gluten, I thought it was all these other things. And I noticed that anytime I had any fake meats, any sort of really processed soy proteins like tofu, tempeh, seitan, textured vegetable protein, any fake mock meat, I was having tons of digestive problems, and I figured out it was that. Then I cut that out, and I started having more problems. I finally saw an immunologist and an allergist. They did all this testing, and I told them, it's wheat, isn't it? I know it. Every time I have wheat, I have a problem. And he's like, no, Angela, it's not. I even told the doctor, like, you should probably test this again. You must have gotten my test results mixed up. I've been gluten-free for a year and a half. I've noticed this exact pattern. I've kept a food log. He's like, you have no allergy to wheat. And I said, what the hell is it? And he's like, Angela, you have a pretty severe allergy to eggs. And I said, oh, and I started thinking about it. Muffins, cookies, cakes, pancakes, just anything that I was eating that was a wheat product had an egg in it as well. So it was the eggs, it was the whole time. So I have been egg-free for 7 years, which honestly I could care less about eating scrambled eggs or anything like that, but it's hidden in so many things. It's on burger buns, it's in cookies, it's in any sauce, salads, dressings. You have to look for eggs in freaking everything. So, and I'm also allergic to chicken meat. So chicken meat, chicken eggs, breakfast is essentially a nightmare. This is Michia. She's saying hi. She smells the cream in my coffee. Yep. You can't have my eggs. So yeah, I've been egg-free for just over 7 years. I have not been able to find, I used to be a baker, finally found a couple recipes to like bake things without eggs that don't taste crappy. But nothing really is universal like an egg. I found one other product, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a powdered egg that was sulfur based. And when I tried that one, it acted very similar to, I said sulfur based, smelled sulfurous, but it was an algae based egg, sorry. But it worked similar to an egg. It set up kind of like an egg, but you had to time the cooking, and it would continue to set after you took it off the heat. So I did it like originally, just cook the eggs until they're set, take them off the plate, call it a day, right? Well, they continued to cook, and they got very, very rubbery, and they did have a funky taste. So I cooked them again according to directions, took them off, and they're still kind of runny, and then they set up, and they had the right texture of eggs, but I really didn't care for the flavor. So I've been doing a lot of research all morning, finding out, since this product is out, and people that aren't even vegan, they're like, tastes like an egg, if not better. So the cool thing about this brand, I actually have a couple of their products. I have the Just Mayo and the Just Ranch dressing and all the Just Anythings that are sauces. But this is the first time I'm having like a semi-solid kind of thing. So this is going to be an egg. The cool thing about this brand is they're not necessarily trying to push people to be vegans or anything like that. They just want people to be healthier. and they know that the only way someone will choose this over basically a chicken egg is if it works the same and tastes the same, if not better. So the instructions even say shake well, scramble like an egg, cook thoroughly. That's it. What this is made out of, because again I have that issue with processed soy. This does contain soy, but it's soy lecithin near the bottom of the ingredients, and that's an emulsifier if you are a nerd like me. The main product in this product, main ingredient is water and then mung bean protein isolate. So apparently mung bean is the thing that makes this act like an egg when it hits heat. I'm super excited to try it. I have the egg. I'm gonna make a scramble. I've got some red pepper, I got some white onion, I've got some celery, I've got some green pepper for garnish, and I'm going to throw a little bit of turkey andouille sausage in there and serve it up with a little bit of ketchup. I really hope this is good because this would make things a lot easier for me. And I've been reading recipes. People are making cakes, making quiches, frittatas. They're doing anything you can do with an egg. Apparently you can do with this. I really hope it's true. So I'm gonna get Dyson and I'll walk you through this cooking process. Before I go into cooking, I wanna just touch base on a little bit of the ingredients versus egg versus the just egg. So total calories are pretty much about the same. Saturated fat, there is no saturated fat in this just egg. There is polysaturated fat and monosaturated fat, but it mimics about fairly close to a chicken egg. There's no cholesterol in here, which is kind of cool, where there's 187 milligrams of cholesterol in a classic chicken egg. There's a lot more sodium in this than there is in a classic chicken egg, but you know, it's about double, but it's milligrams, and maybe the salt is what makes it taste so good, apparently. And total carbohydrate, it's very close to a chicken egg, and the protein is similar to a chicken egg. So structurally, this is science-wise about the same as a chicken egg. So let's see if it does the same stuff. So I'm gonna be cooking this just like I did when I was a kid. So I'm not changing anything. I'm not going off recipe. I'm just throwing a bunch of shit together. I've got my pan heating over here. I've got all my ingredients over here. So I've got garlic, andouille, green onion for garnish. I'm gonna be using straight up real butter, pepper jack cheese, just egg. I've got my peppers, basically my holy trinity right here, and coffee and ketchup. Let's get this baby going. First things first, we melt butter, and then we add these guys. Give that a little mix. Don't really need to fuss too much, so that'll do their thing. Cook that, then we'll add our garlic. Applied sausage first. It is fully cooked turkey sausage, but I just want it to be like on the same heating scale. Maybe if I can get a little, I don't know, more cooked looking, that'll be a little bit nicer. But sausage, then we'll do garlic once this all kind of cooks down a little bit. That garlic's in, cooking this down. It's gonna lay delicious. I think after this, I'm just gonna throw the egg in there and cook it and make it a scramble. So let this cook a little bit, and we'll put the egg in there and we'll put some more seasonings. Yay! Got my veggies sauteed down, garlic's in there, andouille's in there. I'm about to add the egg. Tells me to put it down to medium heat after I saute them. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of salt, pepper, smoked paprika, and crushed red pepper in there. I read online, it says basically turn it down, shake it up, put it in there, scramble it like scramble. So let me throw this in there and get it all going. Looks like eggs. Oh, you can see it starting to actually set like an egg. Weird. And it's not eggs. Crazy. This is so weird. This is exactly like egg. This is not egg though. Apparently this is not egg. It feels just like an egg. Oh my god. I hope this tastes good. Alright, that seems done to me. Let's serve it up and try it. Alright, it's done. We're gonna try it. This is what it looks like. Ooh. I put some cheese on there, some garnish, ketchup, some hot sauce. But that looks like a scramble. It set up like a scramble. It was just like cooking an egg. Same timing, it's set up just the same. It was kind of weird. This is just the egg with a little bit of onion. I'm gonna dip it in some ketchup and just try the egg by itself. The egg. That's wild. That's really not an egg? Holy shit. You would never know. You would never know that's not an egg. Granted, I haven't had an egg in 7 years, but I remember what they taste like. That's what? That's fucking wild. Hold on. That is not an egg, but it's an egg. Like, that's an egg, but it's not an egg. Oh my god, I love it. This is amazing. This is, wow. That's, you. I could serve this to anyone, they would never know it's an egg. I'm really curious to see how this bakes in like cookies and stuff. I mean, look at that. I mean, you can probably make a texture like that, but to make it work just like an egg and to have the same texture, even the inside's a little runny still, like when you don't totally cook them. That is wild. Wow. Well, my approval, absolutely, 100% love it. Game changer. I'm gonna be having breakfast every fucking day now. I'm gonna see what it does to bake next time. So, over and out. I'm gonna bake with it now.